Hello everyone and welcome to episode 5 of Mod of Minecraft. In this episode, I'm going to trap every mob from Alex's mobs. But firstly, before I do that, I'm going to connect the base to the Joliet prison with a path. So, let me do that first. So I just finished the path from my base to Joliet prison, and one more thing I want to do before I start on the main project is making a stone factory. Because in the last episode, I needed a lot of stone and I need to mine it by hand, which was really annoying. But this factory will solve that problem. And also, it asking for a lot of stone over and over was a bug. So I have quite some stone left over as well. Anyway, I'm going to set up the place for the schematic now and get collecting materials for it. Alright, so I just finished setting up the place for the schematic, and I have the checklist right here. It's not really that bad. Also, the stone pillars and cut stone, those blocks are new, because I added a new mod to the mod pack, Create Dreams and Desires. It also adds a lot of cool blocks and stuff I can use, so I'm gonna use them more in the future. Anyway, I'm gonna start collecting the stone part now. Since I have a lot left over from last episode, that shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so I just finished getting all the stone stuff and I'm gonna do the moon shale stuff next. And the way to get this is by warping stone, which is just throwing it through a nether portal. Alright, that is everything I need for the stone factory. Let's get this thing building now. Alright, the factory is finished. Let me fix the bug blocks and place in all the liquids I need to now. Alright, the stone factory works and I got a stack already. Anyway, while I was fixing all the bug blocks and adding all the liquids, I also did a little bit more of the path. I added it in front of the Scorchia factory and the stone factory. Also, I made a little beginning on digging the pit where the hallway is gonna be where I trap all the mobs. And I have a new tool to help me with that. If I sneak and then mine a 3x3 area. So I'm gonna keep digging for a while now and digging out place for the schematic. I'll come back when it's done. So I just finished digging out the tunnel and it's about 300 blocks long. And it took quite a while, but this tool really helped speed it up. Anyway, I'm gonna set up the stuff for the schematic now and look at the checklist and see what I need. Alright, so I set up both of the schematic cannons and I got the checklist, so let me see what I need. And I needed to split it in two, so that's why I have two checklists. Anyway, this is for the big part, and this is what I need for the small part. It might seem like a lot, but it really isn't. I just need a lot of different materials, so that means a lot of exploring. So let me get to work on getting the stuff for the tunnel. Alright, for some of the materials I'm going to need to go to the end, and also, I have quite a few ender pearls, and I know where a fortress is, so I can get blaze rods. So I'm gonna craft up some Eyes of Ender and I'm gonna begin searching for the stronghold. Right, there we go, 16 Ender Eyes. I'm gonna start searching for the stronghold now. Alright, I found the stronghold and it's right below me, so let me dig to it. Okay, I made it in. Let me search for the portal room now and loot this thing. Alright, I made it. Let me set a waypoint here first. Okay, I think I'm ready, otherwise I can always teleport back. Let's do this. Now let's do this. I got it! And the dragon is defeated. Time to go to the outer islands and get the stuff from the end I need. So I just got everything I need from the end, and to make things easier, I think I'm just going to get all the materials in order, so I don't lose track or mess up. Alright, I just finished getting all the materials for the biggest part of the hallway. I needed to split it into 3 because it was too long. So what I'm now gonna do, I'm gonna let this run overnight, and hopefully I won't need to get any extra materials. Alright, the largest part of the hallway just finished building. And also, I got all the stuff for the second part already, which is gonna be smaller, and then for the last part where I'm gonna put the whale in. So let me put in all the materials for the second part now and get that building. Alright, the second part just finished, and now it's just this part left. And I'll come back when it finishes so we can collect those mobs. Alright, I got everything for the last part, so let's get this thing building. Alright, that part right there actually wasn't the last part, and there was a whole part that I completely missed. So I just made it under the staircase, and I just finished getting every material for it, so let's build this last part for real this time. Alright, so I just finished the last part of the hallway, and I did the staircase, so that means the whole hallway is complete. So now, I can get to getting the mobs. I already made a checklist with all of them on it, so I'm gonna start from the beginning and work my way towards the end. Starting off with the alligator snapping turtle. Alright, there is the alligator snapping turtle obtained. Next we have the anaconda. Here's the anaconda, and here is the anteater. That's the bald eagle. Wait, I need to tame it. Alright, how do you tame it? Alright, I think I'm just gonna put it into my gyrodyne and fly it back because I'm not getting any blobfish for fish oil right now. So I'm gonna wait till it lands and then put it into the boat. Alright, so I adjusted the code in the mod, so now mobs that are caged and released shouldn't despawn, and mobs that are tameable but not tamed should be cageable too. So the bald eagle right here should be able to be caged now. And it is. Banana slug, bison, blobfish, blue jay. That's the caiman, capuchin monkey, catfish, cockroach, comb jelly, and that's the cosmo. That's the cosmic cod. That's the crimson mosquito. Devil's hole pupfish. That's the elephant. Right, saying and that's the is kinda getting old. So let me just... Alright, it's April 1st now, and there is one mob which can only be gotten on this day. Well, technically 2, but one is Freddy Fazbear, and one is a literal sea bear. The sea bear is an actual mob, but Freddy Fazbear is a version of the grizzly bear. So I'm gonna try to get both, without dying. So let me do that. Oh, got him. Got him, got him, got him. Okay, so that doesn't work. So I think I'm just gonna go get the sea bear now. So what I need is a sombrero, and I think I need to go into like a warm ocean there, and it'll spawn. So let me do that. Alright, I found the cockroach. Now I need to give it this maraca, and then I need to kill it. There it is. Now I need to go to an ocean and wear it, and then a sea bear should spawn and I can capture it. And if I put this on, it should spawn. Oh! Here's one. I got it. There it is. Sea bear. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Okay, I think you got enough. You got 3 of them. Oh wait, there's another one. It wasn't on the list, but I guess I got an extra mob now, so I'll make an extra cage for it when I get to it. Anyway, let me keep collecting all the mobs now. Wait, what the heck? Why is the Roadrunner Meep Meep? Ooh, why are you going so fast? Alright, I got every mob except these 3. The Farseer, the Warp Moscow, and the Void Worm. I'm going to start off with getting the Warp Moscow, then I'll do the Void Worm, and then the Farseer. So, starting off, first of all, I'm gonna need some Warped Fungus. Now, I'm gonna need a Crimson Mosquito. There we go. We got the Crimson Mosquito. Now I'm going to head to the mushroom place and do the thing I need to. Okay, there, it works. So now, place the crimson mosquito in it. Step away, so the nearest bunny is over there, so I think we're good. Okay, here it is. Just gotta wait for it to spawn and get it into the cage. Got it. That's the warped moss go down. Let's do the void worm next. Alright, the first step to getting the void worm is to put a crimson mosquito larva into a capsule. I'm actually gonna do 2 of these because I'm gonna need 2 void worms. One that I'm just gonna keep into the cage, and the other one that I'm gonna kill for the pickaxe I need. I got bunny hoppers on so I don't take fall damage. I got a bow with power and a lot of arrows. I got 42 golden apples and a few ender pearls. And of course my sword and all the other stuff you need to fight the boss. I'm gonna go to the end now, capture the first one and defeat the second one. There it is. That's it captured. So now it's time for the real one. The real one I'm going to kill. Let's do this. Oh crap, there's 2 of them. I got him! Oh, I did it. Right, let me go up there and collect my drops. Got it. This is literally the perfect amount to make the pickaxe. But I'm gonna need to get to netherite ingots real quick. So let me do that. Right, there we go. I got the dimensional carver. Now I just need to put this into a capsule and enchant it with mending and stuff so I can repair it. Okay, there we go. We got unbreaking and mending on this thing. Now, let me begin my journey of 30 million blocks, starting with the first portal. Okay, I made it to the world border. Now time to find the Seer. There it is, there it is! Oh, I got it! I have officially gotten every mob in Alex's mobs. Now time to put all of them into their cages. Just like that, that's the last mob captured. I have every single one in this hallway now. So, let me show you. Just like that, I have captured every mob in Alex's mobs. And these 2 right here couldn't be caged because they'll just escape. So I just have them right here in the cages. So, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!